Hello Taurus, welcome to your weekly reading, guys and gals. So this week is hot and spicy. What is your hot and spicy Taurus? I tell you, it's been cold here, so we need some heat. We need some heat. So, and you know, it's not quite as serious and intense as, you know, release and receive and blind spot readings. So let's get started. What's your hot and spicy? Because I'm using, I'll show you. Two of Pentacles is your hot and spicy. Always trying to balance everything. Two of Pentacles. I'm just the bottom of the deck. This is not your card. So I'm using the Starman Tarot, inspired by David Bowie. And I'm using, this is a little bit more hot and spicy. We have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of here. The Tarot de la Nuit. The Tarot of the Night. And then my teeny tiny tarot deck to clarify. So let's get started. Hot and spicy for Taurus. Hot and spicy for Taurus. Hot and spicy for Taurus. See what this is. All right, let's see. Wow, you got more cards than everyone else. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Man, you guys got a lot of cards here. Just a second. Got like 8. That's twice as many as everybody else. Oh my goodness, Taurus. You're hot and spicy. Okay, give me a time here. I'm going to pull out, oh, that's better. At the bottom, at least, there's some hope. The Empress is at the bottom of the deck. Empress is at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to go into the Tarot de la Nuit, and I am going to put a card underneath each one of these 8 cards here to get some clarifications. It looks like your hot and spicy is a struggle. That's all I'm going to say. Your hot and spicy is a struggle. There will eventually be movement for you. And maybe that's okay, because Taurus likes to take it slow and steady. Get all your ducks in a row. Well, you're getting, you're getting a lot of repeats in the cards that I'm pulling out at the bottom. The Wheel is at the bottom. The Wheel of Fortune. The universal threads that bind us all. All right, so I'm going to show you. You had one at a time here. You had the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. The Five of Swords. The Princess of Swords. A little bit like the Page of Swords. The Two of Wands. The Prince of Cups, kind of like the Knight of Cups. Then into the King of Cups. I told you, you guys have a lot of cards. The Seven of Cups. You know, at least the camera's focusing quickly for me today. That's nice. And then the Chariot. All right. So yeah, like that's good. That's good. That's good at the end. So your Four of Pentacles, the Lover's card is what has come out here with the Four of Pentacles. So that's going to get the story started here. That is going to get the story started. It looks like your hot and spicy has been put on pause. That's all I can say. It's literally like your hot and spicy's been put on pause. But you know what? Everybody's hot and spicy has probably been put on pause the last couple of months. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. But there's a hope because you have the Chariot card at the end. And you know what's at the end with it? It's the Moon. Going into the unknown. Moving forward into the unknown. You know, something that your intuition might be leading you towards too. Interesting too to have, those are 2 major arcana together, the Chariot and the Moon. So you do have that as Cancer and Pisces energy. So very watery energy, very intuitive, very feeling, very emotional energy at the end of your story. So let's get started with the story here. What I'm seeing is, now see where you fit in this story. You're getting like a whole story here with 8 cards. This is like a whole story timeline. So you kind of choose where you feel you're sitting in this timeline, because timelines can be a little bit different for everyone. So at some point there was, you have a choice here. You've made a choice in this the lovers, but you can't move towards it. You're stuck. You're stuck with this choice that you want to make. You're stuck in this choice, but it's as if, I feel like with all these DNA threads, you're stuck in this choice, and perhaps something has happened. Like maybe it's the whole pandemic, but something outside of your control has kind of made you feel stuck here. But with all this DNA threading and coins and pentacles floating around, it feels like this period of time where you've mentally made a choice, but you physically can't go to your choice. It's actually a time period of almost like reactivating things within you. There's little lightning bolts hitting these DNA threads too. So it's like an activation here. This is actually a time to heal. It's, you know, it's the 4 of Pentacles, but I am getting a little bit of the energy of the 4 of Swords. Like it's a healing time. And then you go into the 5 of Swords, which is kind of pulling away from things from the past. And so as I go through your story, then I'll show you the clarifiers. And the 8 of Cups has come up with the 5 of Swords. So definitely pulling away from things from the past and going on an emotional, spiritual, even a physical journey away from those things to kind of figure out what it is that really is good for you. What you really want. What makes you happy here. And I'm finding you're discovering there's a lot of things that weren't. Because we have, like, there's a lot of skulls all on the ground here with this 5 of Swords. Wow. This almost feels like a little bit of, like a dark, very dark shadow of the soul sort of search here. Look closely at that image. Look at the dead. Down at his feet, there's like a full skeleton, and then there's skulls. It's another skull. He holds this sword towards this red figure. Like something that he wants to kill. I feel like it's something within you that you're recognizing that's not serving you, to try to destroy that. And I see in that too, that reflection at one point, you may have directed this feeling towards someone else, but then, you know, just at the last minute before you throw that sword, you see, no, it's something within me that I'm seeing reflected within them. And that's the clarification to go on this 8 of Cups. This journey into the 8 of Cups here. The Princess of Swords then comes next with the Tower. Information. I'm feeling like information or a message of some sort that came through that rocked everything, really rocked everything. How that what that information, I'll pull out clarifiers to find out. There's a few sections here I want to clarify. That I might, because it could be very different for some of you. Some of you, I'm feeling like that information wasn't that bad. And others of you, I'm feeling like the information was like, ooh, it's not what you expected, in a negative sort of way. So then the next, where we go next is the 2 of Wands with the 5 of Wands. Kind of being at a crossroads. Being at a crossroads with the 2 of Wands. Being at a point though too where you can see quite clearly where it is that you may or may not want to go. You know, you're up on the high ground here. You can finally see. Whatever it was that really rocked your ground with the Tower moment, it gave you clarity. If it wasn't something that you expected to hear in a negative way or a positive way, however it was presented to you or you absorbed it, it gave you clarity so that you could see. You could see to make a choice here. And the Five of Wands is sitting underneath. That's two fives very close to each other here, right? The Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. There's a change. The change was really needed here. The Five of Wands, definitely out in the cold energy, it feels. A separation. And look at, almost like, again, like something is keeping this separate. This person is holding two wands far apart in their hand, and these two people are far apart. They're physically a little distance, but there's a big distance between those two people. And then you go into the Prince of Cups with the Emperor. The Prince of Cups with the Emperor, which is interesting too, right? Because the Empress is what's sitting underneath the Starman Tarot. I feel like you are the Empress. And I would classify Taurus as Empress energy for sure. I would definitely, that is one of the tags I would put on the Empress, is Taurus energy. And the Emperor is Aries energy. So the Prince of Cups. And look at this prince, he offers to two skulls. His offer is on two skulls though. Two skulls are in this offer. Is it two skulls from the past? Is it who you were before and one of these other skulls? Like, what is that? Why are there two skulls there in that offer? There's a note, there's a feather, and a cup that's been ignited. But yet someone sits at the bottom too who looks dead. One of the things with this deck, like the differences between the princes and the princesses, and it's kind of the same for the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle or Tarot deck. There's no knights and there's no pages. They're just princes and princesses. Now, for the most part, you could identify both as holding the energy of a page and a knight. But there's often with the princes, there's a warning that comes with the prince energy. Because the prince energy is usually inexperienced and may put themselves in a position that could be detrimental to themselves, or the plan may not work out. Because it's kind of depicted as young buck energy, right? Like trying to get into a territory, trying to be the top alpha here in a situation. And sometimes you may go up against an energy that is stronger than yours, and then you got to lick your wounds and walk out. So that's a little bit like with this prince energy. And it just, I'm seeing that because there's that body that's below, trying to breathe life back into something here, right? And with the Emperor, for some of you, you could be dealing with an Aries. You're definitely dealing with a very strong energy. Someone who's holding their position in life. And then you get the King of Cups with the Two of Wands. So interesting that you guys have so many skulls, because I don't see any. Yeah, see, the King of Cups doesn't have any skulls kicking around, but now the Two of Wands from the other deck does. The Two of Wands from the other deck does. Your reading really feels like trying to breathe life back into something from the past. Trying to get the attention of someone from the past here. You know, it's interesting at the top, like you had the Two of Wands. And now, I don't know if this is your person, now they're in a Two of Wands energy. And they're seeing something more clearly. It's almost like your paths aren't timed right somehow. Like you're experiencing something up here, understanding things a certain way, and then they're experiencing it like this. And then you guys switch. You just almost like you keep missing each other. Because now you've come up to this King of Cups energy, which is that alpha energy, which is that, but it is the, you know, the King of Cups is the balance of the masculine and the feminine energy really, really well. Very deep emotions and feelings and experience here with that. But yet the card underneath it for you is now the Two of Wands. It's now the Two of Wands. Boy, I can hardly wait to pull out the clarifiers. I'm sorry, I'm still going through like what this story is here. So then we have the King of Cups, and then it's like I said, it's almost like your energy keeps missing this other person somehow. Or even, it could even be a project that you're working on, and you've been trying to get it going, and then it dies, and then you breathe life into it again, and it dies. It's this back and forth I'm feeling. So then we have the Seven of Cups and the King of Pentacles. He's one of the best King of Pentacles. And ladies, what do you think of that King of Pentacles? He's lovely. He's a lovely King of Pentacles. So we have the Seven of Cups and this King of Pentacles sitting here. But it's funny because I really feel like your story is at the top. If there's another energy here, it's below you. It's these underlying cards that sit at the bottom. I feel like the King of Pentacles is someone else. And it's like this dream, this achievement. You're trying to, almost in the dream state, in the imagination state here, trying to hatch something new, recognizing that the course that you've been on, you keep missing your target, and your target is missing you. You can see like there's this fetus up in this globe that he holds above his head, and all these cups. It just feels very, very dreamy. Like a golden state here. Almost like a fixation in your mind on what this is, and watching it grow and develop in your mind. And kind of in a way, because the King of Pentacles would be, this is a real energy, you know, and by doing that and fixating and imagining and dreaming this in your mind, and watching it hatch from nothing to full completion, like seeing this storyline play in your mind of what this is that you want. And then it becomes this real three-dimensional being in your timeline for real. Does that happen? I don't know, with the Chariot and the Moon, because these are two very, you know, you put the Moon with the Chariot, it just feels very mysterious to me yet. Still very mysterious. Let's clarify some of this, shall we? Wow, man, you guys took this hot and spicy right now, Cindy. We're gonna do a deeper spiritual reading here. Whoo. And with the wheel, right? The Wheel of Fortune card underlying the other deck, it just feels like this thread of time that you're playing with the universe. Where are you on it? I said that at the beginning, like identify where you feel like you are in the storyline. Because look at, there's the three images of her, of the same person here looking at this thread in different spots, different timelines. From the point where the thread exists and comes out to the middle, to the bottom. There's so many different spots that you can be. And it feels like if you're dealing with someone, you both end up in different spots on the thread at different times. Let's get into the Tower moment for you. The Two of Cups and the Three of Wands. I think this was a realization. This was some sort of realization for you, who or what this Two of Cups was. Yeah, because the Two of Wands is here. But it put you at a crossroads. There was something else in the way it feels like between you and wanting to go to this Two of Cups. So how your timeline is playing out is feeling like it's a little bit off from the timeline of what it is that you are hot and spicy for here. Maybe it's chicken wings, I don't know, and the place is not doing curbside delivery, or you can't get them hot and spicy chicken wings, but it's your Two of Cups. Let's look at the Lovers. That was the Lovers with the Four of Pentacles. This is where your story starts. Making a choice. Perhaps your choice originally was, you know, because the Lovers is a little bit different from the Two of Cups. The Lovers is very passionate, very romantic, but it may not necessarily be sustainable. It's just hot and fiery. It could be the idea of, you know, this is sex and passion just for the sake of that. But there is a choice that's been made here when you are looking at the Lovers, and it is Gemini energy. So in the Four of Pentacles, because you were sitting in that, maybe you were fine with that, and then things changed around you, conflict happened around you, and then there was this Tower moment that made you realize perhaps this choice in your lover is more than just that. There's some emotion and feeling here. So the Lovers, let's get some clarification for the Lovers. Oh, wow. Look at that. The Nine of Swords, the Wheel, and the Six of Wands. Aha, I think this was like, it started as just being very passionate. You had a lot of passion here. And with this Nine of Swords and the Wheel, and then into the Six of Wands, it kind of feels like, it started to feel like some sort of destined thing that you were, that has bound you to it almost as well. Until there's victory found in this, you're stuck in this cycle a little bit. Until there is some sort of victory in this cycle, you're stuck in it. Because it does seem like you keep trying to transform in this cycle. And as you're doing that, the energy below you is transforming too. But they haven't quite congealed. But the Chariot and the Moon are quite similar in congealing here. Because we do have the Emperor and the Empress. These are two very strong counterpart energies. Let's see, let's get some information on the Emperor. The Six of Cups. So for you, your soulmate, someone from the past. Your soulmate, someone from the past for you. Let's do the underline of the Empress, the Empress energy. Tell us all about your Empress energy. It's the underline. Oh, look at this. Aha, look at that. The Page of Cups and the Fool. I feel like this was directed towards you because I feel like you are the Empress in this reading. You are harnessing that energy, the embodiment of all the queens in the tarot. It could be reversed. It could be that you took a leap of faith and made an offer to someone here. It feels a little bit to me though, like this offer and leap of faith was made to you somewhere down the road. Like not in the present time. This is from the past. And at the time, it may not have felt like this was something serious, but it is transformed over time to what it's becoming. And yeah, it was just a Page of Cups too. The Page of Cups with the Fool, so it seemed like it was just a little, yeah. I'm the Empress, took a Page of Cups here. But as the energy has moved along, we can see that this is an Emperor energy. So it is equal to your energy. At least it is now, or at some point in the timeline it is. I want to know why this person has got this Two of Wands with a skull. Again, it looks like this person is trying to breathe life back into something. What is this Two of Wands here with the skull under the King of Cups? Whoa. The Sun, the King of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. See, that's being at a crossroads too. If this is your person at the bottom, as it kind of feels like it is, oh, I see. I feel like they shift back and forth from this King of Wands to this King of Pentacles energy. So seeming sort of very, two different ways I would describe them is that the King of Wands is a little bit more showy. a little bit more, maybe like sexed up is the best way to, you know, compared to the King of Pentacles. Not that he isn't a sexy guy, but the King of Wands will utilize that. It's part of his persona, where the King of Pentacles is reserved, is more reserved with that part of his persona. He's viewed as more stable, more grounded. And it's almost like perhaps your person is looking to find with the sun who they are. Now, when this first came out, it kind of felt like to me they may have had a choice here between possibly you and a fire sign energy. So take that as it resonates for you. I didn't want to put that out there right away. I was about to, and then that second message came in because the Emperor and the King of Pentacles are what are sitting between this Two of Wands that we're clarifying. There's the King of Pentacles, the Emperor. Aries energy, the King of Wands could also be Aries energy. It's a little, I want to say it's a little more like Leo energy, especially with the sun here beside it. But yeah, so there's a lot of people coming into the reading. Sometimes there's just a lot of different cards coming out so that somebody gets, oh yeah, see, she's talking about my Leo or... So this person is trying to figure out what their sun is, what their happiness is, what their wish fulfillment shall be. But they are looking at this skull from the past. All right, the Chariot and the Moon. Let's get clarification on the Chariot and the Moon. Dang, yeah, the Emperor. The Emperor. Okay, give me something for the Moon specifically. The Moon specifically, we've got the Three of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Lovers. So the Chariot, you do want to move towards, I want to say, this Emperor energy. And it doesn't have to be the Emperor. Just, I think because the Empress is at the bottom, it's a depiction of two counterparts here. Two very powerful counterparts. When I say powerful, two people that have done very well in life, very mature energy. Both of them are the embodiment of, to me, the Emperor, all the kings in the deck, and the Empress, all the queens. So this individual, as well as you, have the ability to know when to be the Queen of Swords, or when to be the Queen of Wands, or Pentacles, or Cups, and vice versa for the kings. So that's this counterpart energy, and it takes a lot of intelligence, emotional, and worldly experience to kind of get to that point. So these are mature energies that we're dealing with. It may not have seemed like that at first, the offer, because we do have, with all this mature energy, we have a Page of Cups and a Fool energy presented to the Empress, which you may have thought was silly or not real when it first came in. But there's been some sort of realization along here. Again, you can switch the energies if it feels like, you know, you've made an offer to someone and they didn't take it seriously down the road or previously, because down the road is looking ahead, right? So the Chariot, like the Emperor, there it is. I know some of you are going to say, I'm not going back to that person, but yeah, I'm just saying, for some of you, you are. And a lot of times, the people that don't comment are the ones that the readings resonate the most with. It's true, because it's like, it's my life. So, you know, and the Moon is the unknown here. The Chariot, wanting to go into the unknown, wanting to take a chance to go into this unknown, because you do see, you've watched and learned, you see that there's happiness here and this is your choice. Not only is it this Two of Cups and your Six of Cups, which is, you know, it's really nice. It's your lover, your passion, your desire here. Let's just clarify the wheel. What's going on with this Wheel of Fortune for Taurus? Yeah, it's a struggle. Oh, is it a struggle? That's what it is. The struggle. Okay, what order did these come out in? Oh, wow. So this Wheel of Fortune card for you. The Two of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Tower, again. The Judgment card and the Five of Swords. So interesting repeats. You get a lot of twos. You've had like the Two of Wands twice. And now you have the Two of Swords that have also come out, and you've got the Five of Swords out twice here. So needing to walk away from stuff. The Tower moment in the Justice card. There was definitely some sort of indecision here, but then you charged forward, or somebody charged forward, created a Tower moment to bring balance, and part of that balance is walking away from things. Part of that balance is to walk away from things that aren't serving you, either for you or for them, or probably for both of you, to be honest, so that there could be real balance in the connection. The bottom of the deck is the Empress. Look at that. Look at that. The bottom of the deck is the Empress. See, I wish people stuck around to see the whole thing, because that's just, you gotta watch it at the end to understand. Because I can go into the background on my videos and I can see how long most people watch the video. So if it's actually been up a little bit lately, which I guess is good, but it's usually not for the full amount of time. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't have anything to hide. It's, what if this is, let's say this is a 25-minute video. The average lately is that people will watch it for 12 to 13 minutes. So I'm kind of like, wow, they kind of missed out on the ending here. Or they just, you know, they just figure they know what their own ending is maybe, and they leave. And lately it's been up to 14 minutes. It's been up to 14 minutes on average for the video. So yeah, like to me, this is, to get that at the bottom, I mean, that's what we were talking about, this energy that you have, that you're utilizing here, this creative, wonderful, desirable energy. And there you are. Somebody said in one of the videos, can you show us what's out the window one day so we can say, I really can't, because there's houses and cars with license plates. And I don't think it's good to show that. I shouldn't show that because it's people's private homes, right? There is a road. And then there's a street sign too, so I'm not showing any of that stuff. So no, you guys can't see what's out my window. Sorry. But anyways, I'll tell you if the UPS, actually the UPS, yeah, I know he is. He's parked up the road. Mr. Brown truck, UPS is parked up the road. He'll be coming down. FedEx has been up and down twice. These guys are busy. They're so busy. Like, and I haven't heard a single, myself, not to say that nobody hasn't, but I haven't heard a single politician or anyone, you know, openly thank all the courier services. These guys are going crazy. They used to come down, UPS used to come down the street, like when I was, because I see everything up here, once a day. And then FedEx would come maybe once every couple of days, Purelator once every couple of days. But now, yeah, UPS could come a couple times, and it's different guys in different trucks. And yeah, FedEx is down here like, oh, he's coming again. The FedEx guy, just as I said that, he's rounding the corner and he's coming again. He was just here this morning. I bet you it's a different one. They are so busy, I'm telling you. See, the video's over now. I can just jabber on about this. Somebody else mentioned that too, that they enjoy hearing what's going on in my world because they live, I think she lives in Russia, so she doesn't see. So this is interesting. Yeah, no, he's coming down this way. I wonder if he's bringing anything for me. I'm waiting for, no, he's going too fast. There he goes. But UPS has been up there for a while. Now I'm waiting for, I ordered from Costco. It's a frame for like a garden bed. So you get two, and they're 4x4 feet for each one. So I'm going to put it in, I'm going to grow some vegetables. I already have the little seeds planted in the tray. My son and I did that a couple weeks ago. Actually, I looked this morning, 2 of the tomato plants have popped up. Got 2 little baby tomato plants that have popped up. And they're heirloom seeds that I bought years ago that I forgot that I had. So I have all these heirloom plants that are going to grow. I'm going to grow peppers, sweet peppers. I don't remember what type of heirloom. Sweet peppers. What else? There was 2 different types of tomato. Like one is basically like a cherry tomato. One is a little bit like a beefsteak, but they're not, like they're heirloom varieties. Gosh. Oh, cucumber, and a pumpkin. Gonna grow a pumpkin, because who knows, maybe there won't be pumpkins available at Halloween, just so we're prepared. You probably can't even do Halloween. What am I thinking? Gosh, yeah, how would you do that? You can't go to people's houses and get candy and all their germs. That's gonna suck. That's so much fun getting free candy. Huh. Yeah. Anyway, that's that. I don't know. I got other videos to do. There's nobody to talk to. So I'm just going to talk to you guys. I might do a live. Should I do a live one day, guys? And we can talk to each other. Going crazy. It's all right. Crazy's good. You know what? It's better to admit that you're going crazy than just say you're not. I'm not going crazy. Because usually that means that you're suppressing. You really are going crazy. But you don't want to admit it. Right? No ladybugs today. Okay, guys. That's it. Till next time. Do be gentle with yourselves. And let's hope you can get some hot and spicy going, huh? Okay. Bye.